what's up, guys? Sean here, and welcome to the Elektrify Wrestling Podcast Raw and Smackdown recap episode.
I'm Scott, and I'm ready to talk about Raw. Whoa.
But before we talk about Raw, there are links in the description and or in the post on Facebook and or wherever Twitch hides them. Description, I think. There are links. You should check them out, such as the Facebook, the Twitch, the YouTube, depending on what platform you're watching.
The Twitter, that doesn't exist.
The Twitter, it exists. It tweets when the videos go up.
Yeah, sure.
That's what it
Go
does.
on that, then.
It's very important. The, what am I missing? The website, that exists.
That is good.
Links to my stuff. I play the UFC 3 game and get yelled at by my audience all the time.
I don't. But
It's
I do
awful.
play the game.
It's wonderful. You know, YouTube, the best chat. Okay, you guys are amazing out there. So I guess we'll start with Raw, which I guess should start with the new graphics package because that's the first thing that happened in Raw.
Yeah, graphics packages were...
They promised me a new song, but there was no...
Well, they didn't have an opening.
I know, they didn't have anything.
I was ready for the new song.
Apparently it wasn't ready at all, so they just did nothing.
All the graphics seem not ready either. Like, they just kind of put everything out there.
Well,
I didn't like it.
What I was curious about is, are people still going to have their, like, unique graphic? Like, Bray has his special one.
I don't know.
Because Elias did.
Okay, that's good.
But he was playing the guitar. And so I don't know, like, does that count? Because if that big white thing flashed across the screen while he's in the dark playing a guitar, it would have looked really weird.
The big white thing didn't even fit. So they showed the three announcers.
It kind of, yeah.
And it didn't fit some of the, like, Twitters.
It kind of looked like a comic book vibe, what I was getting from it. Especially the, like, when they were showing, like, the next match coming up, like, the panels were sliding in. I don't really care about the graphics.
It just seems like they like to switch their things randomly.
But when the screen was, like, blinking white constantly, I was like, everyone's going to go blind.
The white looks bad because it's just a square around Raw.
Well, it looks good in, like, Finn Balor's entrance.
Yeah.
Or some, like, dramatic... But, like, when it's just looping while someone's talking, I was like, okay, calm down, stage. The stage is distracting me.
I feel like we should have been prepared for the rebrand type.
Yeah, it
was fine.
Lots of people talking about if this means they're trying to sell everything because they have to look more professional. I don't know how this looked more professional.
It looked less to me.
Well, it looked the same. It was whatever.
Well, it was the same logo.
I didn't think the other one looked unprofessional, so I didn't really...
It looked low. It was the same logo.
Yeah, which I hate that logo.
Mm-hmm.
It's very boring.
It's an M.
But, like, the whole thing's very boring.
It is. I like the old ones.
Which, speaking of new things going on, we're now joined by Jonathan Coachman, not Corey Graves, Michael Cole.
So you hate him, I like him.
Okay, my problem is both him and Cole are the same. Like, they sound like they're both the play-by-play.
They hate each other.
So, I don't know that he adds anything. And last night, look, it was his first night back, so maybe he'll figure it out. But there were many instances where it seemed like he had no idea what he was trying to say.
I don't think he knows everyone.
So, I was like... This isn't better than Booker right now. Because Booker, I can be amused by. Although, again, Booker should not have a job at commentary because it's really bad. But I can't be amused by Coach's mistakes because it was just like serious Sports Center broadcaster who doesn't know what he wants to talk about. Like, it was like if I was commentating tennis. Like, I wouldn't know anything about tennis, and he didn't seem to know anything about tennis.
I think he was trying to make it a real vibe. Rather than just what they do.
But he should be in place of Michael, I think, at that point.
Yeah, he sounded...
Him and Michael shouldn't be together.
No, they shouldn't. I feel like he could replace Tom Phillips.
I don't really need to replace Tom Phillips.
I don't hate Tom Phillips by any means. I'm just saying if we're going to replace someone...
Well, I'd replace Michael.
No, I hate Michael Cole. Michael Cole is a pain on Monday.
I would replace Michael. So.
He seemed extra pissed off.
And then... All right, so Stephanie comes out. Let's get to that now, because we've said enough about Coach. Mm-hmm. Stephanie comes out to kick off the show, talking about how the Rumble is the best Rumble that ever rumbled. And so Asuka then gets to walk down to the ring. She does her very, very lengthy entrance, which she gets to do twice tonight. And then she cuts a promo in Japanese that I didn't know what she was talking about. But basically, she's going to fight for the belt at Mania, is what she said. As far as I got.
I don't mind her on the mic as much as I expected. I know she's talking in Japanese.
I thought, no, it was... My problem with this segment was Stephanie being in the ring.
Yeah, that definitely...
Because she was... I want Asuka to cut every promo in Japanese. What I do not want is Stephanie also in there talking to Asuka like she's a 3-year-old child, is what I got the vibe of the way Stephanie was talking. I felt like it was a kindergarten teacher talking to one of the kids.
Yeah.
I was like, Stephanie, gathering.
I like when Asuka yells in Japanese. I think it's
Like,
more effective.
I think when Stephanie started the segment, I was okay with her. But then when Asuka got in the ring, she should have got out.
And she didn't leave. Yeah.
She should have left.
Leave.
And let her cut her own promo. And then have Sasha come out and do whatever they do. Now, again...
they announced the Women's Elimination Chamber.
Oh, right. She did that. At least, I mean...
Which I'm not really... I don't really have too much to say about it, except for the fact that Alexis should not win.
The problem with the Women's Elimination Chamber is it's one brand.
Yeah. And
there's not enough top people in one brand to do this.
I'm going to assume it'll be...
Like, the men's is going to have way more stars in it than the women's is.
Hell, after what we saw, debatable.
Well, you know.
Star.
Elias.
Well, I'm okay with that one. I'm just mad that who lost. And we're not talking about Woken.
Matt. I was mad about that.
No, but I did feel the
Matt.
vibe that we're finally going to get to the real broken Matt Hardy, not the
Wait, but he reached his breaking point. And now he's woken.
He reaches that every week.
Michael literally just says he's reached his breaking point and is now woken every episode of Raw 300 times every episode when Matt's in the ring. And I'm like, okay, can we get a new line? Like you've been saying, like the first week that was fine, but
I'm ready to move on from Michael Cole. He's
woken now. We got it. But I thought this segment was fine. I didn't understand quite why, again, Kurt Angle doesn't have a start to the show booked and Sasha gets to book her own match, but, fine.
Kurt Angle's bad.
And they weren't fighting for anything other than the streak. So.
Sasha was very heel.
She wanted to beat the streak. Well, she kind of was in the Rumble, too.
Yeah, she's very heel lately, even though they...
But I always...
She's better.
Tonight was the first time I actually liked Asuka.
Asuka, not Sasha.
No, Asuka. I never really liked Asuka. Or I did not like her. I didn't get what we were talking about, like why she's such a big deal. The other thing is, I still feel like she's a heel.
She's better as a heel because she's...
Like, I still feel like...
You can't tell me she's likable.
An undefeated streak gives off a heel vibe.
Like, she laughed at people in the Rumble.
Yeah, so it still felt like... So, Sasha being heel here was a little weird. So then...
Sasha should be a heel, but...
For some reason, Braun comes out, and then they go to commercial, and then the match starts. I don't know why they keep doing that. The matches keep starting during commercial breaks. Braun comes out, like, he starts ripping, like, tables out of the ring and chairs.
He did do that.
And then, like, nothing happens with that. They just go
I'll just
into
say
the
I
crowd.
didn't care about seeing this match for a fifth time.
I would have loved this match to be a real match.
I would have loved...
Like, I wanted a last man standing that was actually a match.
I would have loved for this to not be repeated the rest of the night.
So, yes, they did.
Like,
I don't know why they couldn't just tip the stage back over. Like, they were like, we have to build a new table. We can't possibly fix that.
And what's worse is it clearly just was dumped over Kane. Like, you could see Kane.
But you couldn't... I don't even know if Kane was there.
Like, Kane was here, and, like, there was, like...
The angle they shot it from was bad.
Like, it was
I just saw floor.
Here.
I just saw floor. I didn't know what they were doing.
It was a mess.
So, this match, basically, they just go in the crowd, work their way over to the stage, and then he dumps the thing.
Yeah, I didn't miss much there.
And I thought this was to write Kane off, but later in the night we find out that Kane has emerged from the hospital and left, so I guess not.
Maybe he just doesn't come back.
I mean...
He probably should, but he won't.
It sounds like he's going to be back next week, having emerged from the hospital for some reason. Yeah. Like, again, this Raw, I give this Raw 9 out of 10. Everything except for the last match, but...
It was a flat Raw, though.
It started out with this segment that was just kind of iffy. Speaking of which, really quick back to the first segment. The internet is obsessed with the fact that apparently we're not talking enough about the Women's Rumble. The whole first segment was about the Women's Rumble, and then there was a 20-minute match about the Women's Rumble. That's an hour of the damn show. And Shinsuke got 15 minutes at the beginning.
And didn't even wrestle in the...
And then a match at the end.
Yeah.
So, and it was a tag match even. They did it even. I don't understand.
I don't know how much more time we need about the Women's Rumble.
But I don't know what they're supposed to... About. What are they supposed to say other than there was a Women's Rumble last night, Asuka's the first winner of the Women's Rumble, and she will pick her opponent?
What? I think people are having a tough time with Ronda, and I don't understand why.
When we get to the end with Ronda, I will go on a Ronda talk, but right now. But just because I fear this is going horribly wrong for some reason.
Well, because of what she has to do first.
So
they kind of just
I think it's deeper into the fact that Ronda is this weird character with people that they don't like her anyway for reasons I don't know.
They don't like her.
So then we go backstage, and Kurt Angle screams at Braun Strowman for doing this. Kurt Angle,
he's mad that he won a last man standing
you booked
match.
last man standing. You booked it.
Kurt Angle needs to go.
What did he think was going to happen?
That's what I didn't understand. Like what he was thinking in his head. Like he won the match. Like Braun explained to him that's what he did.
I still don't get why there was how he suddenly got it.
I don't know why they had to do that to get into a elimination.
There's like the women's segment. Braun comes out and suddenly it's a last man standing match going on. I don't know how. Maybe there was a Facebook thing that I do
like
see.
that they're qualifying, not just announcing them.
Yeah. I mean, I still think like they've got 4 weeks.
Well, yeah, they have plenty of time. They're doing all 3 within 2 weeks.
Yeah, they did it really fast. A little dragged it out a little more.
SmackDown's doing theirs fast.
Or you could have had a preliminary round where you have to win that to get to the next round to get to the actual chamber or something. There could have been some other step here.
Yeah.
So then Elias comes out and sings, which I know everyone loves, but I'm getting tired of him singing.
Well, that's his thing.
I have to keep skipping his singing because I just want to get to something else. I don't want to hear a song.
I think he's doing good.
I can't do the songs. Just cut a fucking promo. Stop singing about... Because he's only singing about cities.
Well, actually, yesterday he sang about Brock Lesnar.
Because he was there twice, so yes, he did have to...
He said he was going to beat Brock Lesnar.
But for the most part, it's like, Philadelphia sucks because they got statues. And I'm like, okay, moving on, buddy. Like, get to the match. Which, we get to the match.
The match was okay, at best.
The laughing segment again. Why are we doing the laughing?
The laugh was after the match. Elias
but
won,
it was in the match, though, because it interfered to get Elias to win.
Well, Elias won. I was happy.
I'm not, because I'm tired of Matt losing every effing goddamn match.
I wish it was turning Matt into more, like, broken.
How do you get more broken?
Well, he's woken, so they need to break him now.
I don't know. I think, like...
They're getting to the point, though, where they can't fix Matt.
Like, when he was in TNA, not only was he doing this gimmick...
He was winning.
But he was, like, world champion, and then beat his brother.
Yeah.
It only works if people care.
I think he needs his family in it.
But if he comes to the ring and loses every time, who cares?
There's no backstory to it anymore. Now they're just putting him out there for matches.
Like when he goes out and is like, delete.
That's all they do.
Who cares if he deletes someone if they never lose? He always loses. In the end,
they couldn't have Elias lose.
Well, they could have not booked it.
Well, you'd think.
Like,
talk about not booking. Let's get to the end.
Like, you could have just not done it at all. And then Bray...
They need to end the Bray and Matt thing, so I think there's only one type of match, and they need to do it soon.
I mean...
Will they do it?
I don't know what they're doing.
Will they do it well? Doubt it.
Bray once again via Titantron, as always.
Before we move past this, I want to bring up the selfie videos. That's never ending.
I realized that this opening hour, I actually didn't like.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
I was giving this a 9 out of 10, but I guess I just got really into it after this ended. Because realizing that I sat through this, I'm like, what the fuck did I watch? Like, I love Braun destroying things, but he could just destroy it. He didn't have to be in a last man standing match. Because then I got disappointed in the fact that I didn't get a last man standing match out of it. There wasn't even a 10 count.
No, they just said it was
just like,
it was pretty bad.
I was like, where's my 10 count? So about this Facebook selfies.
So I'm done with the selfie. Like, I thought this was just for the Facebook show.
Yeah.
Now they're cutting promos with it.
No. See, that's the thing. Like, podcasts I had been listening to were like, oh, I really like, that they're doing this stuff on their own page. Yeah. Now it's become part of the show.
Yeah, that's when it ended for me.
Like, it was fine if they were doing their promos, like, on their own Twitters, and that was just staying there, then fine. But I have to sit through
like
somebody
The Miz did it once, and they didn't put it on TV, and now it's... But, I was listening to...
There were a lot of them between SmackDown.
I was listening to Edge and Christian's podcast with Corey Graves. And he said
was not.
This is for the selfie story. And Corey said the new selfie things are the way to try to connect with the younger audience. So they're going to use selfie promos from now on.
But don't do them on TV.
That's not what I said, but that's the point. They're going to do them on TV.
Don't.
He said he didn't like them.
Also, can they stop? I don't know if this was happening on Raw because I only noticed it during SmackDown.
Yeah.
why did they keep putting the words people were saying during the selfie promos on the screen?
That was literally what for Facebook was. That's what SmackDown does.
Yeah. Because they did it...
The Usos one was the best one only because it wasn't a selfie.
When I first noticed it was during Daniel Bryan announcing the SmackDown Top 10 thing, which we have a video about if you look in the description. Hasn't been shot yet, but it will be there. But I noticed it during that, and I thought it was just for that. And then every selfie promo after that, I was like, I can't stop seeing the words popping up on screen now. I can't stop looking at it. I keep looking at it, and it's distracting me.
I understand the idea of the
I don't get the words, though. Because if it's supposed to look hip and cool with the kids...
I don't like the words at all.
But like if it's supposed to look real, as we're supposed to describe it, well, it doesn't look real if you have words popping up on it.
And also, like...
Now it just looks like shitty cameras.
The only person that's ever done one good is The Miz, and it's because like, he gets actually into it. Other people are just like talking into their phone.
Yeah, like because they did it at the Rumble.
Yep.
The Aiden English was there, and Rusev was banging his shoulder into the wall.
Yeah, that's funny.
But...
Why? I don't...
What was going on in that?
I don't...
Like... Because
I guess this is their new thing, and I'm not a fan of it.
Well, at first I thought like the superstars were doing it on their own, just like to build themselves up. But now it seems like it's being written for them. And so why was Rusev banging into the wall?
I'm starting to wonder what's the point of Renee Young and people like that.
I'm starting to wonder why Renee Young keeps interviewing the Revival in ring. Why do they get interviewed in ring? No one else does. Just give them...
I like that idea, too.
But just give them microphones and let them cut their promo. Well, why does Renee have to be here? Why does she keep showing up? Because no one else gets the Renee Young treatment. Except
we didn't even say how Cole Graves and Coach didn't get a new announce table for like 3 matches.
I did enjoy them building it. I think it was during the Elias Hardy match. They're
they're
out there like, you put this down. But I still don't get why you couldn't just flip the other thing back over. It seemed easy enough.
It's just to sell Braun.
So,
anyways, on to the big match.
Selfies. Announce table's been assembled. Okay, now this match gets really good after the commercial break.
As always.
I know. But right from, as I wrote in my notes, from the chop block to counter the spear, which is good. Please do that more. I don't know why. No one ever counters the spear except to jump over it like Brock did that time. That was cool too. And then Roman sold an injury the whole match.
Yeah, it was good.
I was like, wait, he can actually try.
Roman did a good job. Miz is Miz, so he's always doing
I hope that they keep doing this with Roman. Like, keep letting him work matches like everyone else.
Yeah. The one thing I'd like for them to do is stop with the Superman punches. Please stop.
No,
There's so many of them.
For the first time in my life, I was legitimately concerned for Roman for a bit because I was like, he never sells anything.
Yeah, so you thought he was actually hurt.
And then he went to do a Superman punch on the outside, and he starts like walking normal and then rushing forward, and then he throws. And I was like, he's fine.
I'm done. I'm so done with the Superman punches.
But I thought this was like really good.
It was a good match
after the chop block. Like, I have Asuka's match is above this for me, but this is definitely close behind on that.
This is the second best match, probably.
And I didn't hate Roman for once. And that's why I really didn't want him to win the Rumble, because I was panicked that, like,
would go back.
It's been getting better.
Yeah.
He's been getting better. And if he wins that, you ruined it forever. You can never undo that moment.
They had to keep Miz champion. They did it the safest way.
I couldn't remember what the matches were this year or the last like couple months that I've liked of Roman's, but there was like the one with Joe on Raw. He's had some good ones on Raw specifically for some reason. But like,
I don't really remember his matches.
No, but there was, and I was like, I've been starting, as long as he works matches like everyone else. Look, he still walks around like a dick. He still like has this
to be a good guy.
Stupid facial expressions, but like they're slowly making him more like everyone else as far as the in-ring stuff. He still can only lose via terrible circumstances, exposed turnbuckles, poked in the eye, 73 guys interfering in the match. But like baby steps. Well, I'll let Vince go slow. I think Vince is coming around to the fact that Braun Strowman might be the future, and he might not need Roman as bad as he thought, and so Roman's being allowed to be like everyone else for once.
He's lost 3 straight matches. Watch out.
Yeah. As far as Roman matches go, this was up there with his matches with AJ. And those I knocked down severely for the way Roman won both of them.
It was a good all-around match.
They pissed me off.
We can agree on that.
Yeah, this was the only...
I hate that the Raw matches have commercials. I'm going to be honest.
The only thing that was weird, I thought, was the commentary didn't notice that Miz won by holding his pants during the pin. They were just concerned with the roll-up. Yeah. So I thought they actually did Roman a poor job of because Roman was supposed to lose not only to the distraction and everything, but also to that, and the commentary just completely missed it. And you'd think it would have been on their notes for the show. So
Cole was off last night.
But they both were selling leg injuries. It was good. Good, solid. The problem with Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas always having to be involved in everything, but, nonetheless, it's The Miz. So, acceptable. Now, I don't know where this leaves The Miz, but...
Oh, The Miz? I don't know where this leaves The Miz. Clearly, we know where Roman's going.
Because Miz is not in the chamber stuff, right?
Well, he could be.
They didn't done that before. Oh, wait, did they not announce next week?
No, they didn't announce next week.
So he could be.
Yeah.
Because Roman obviously now
Unless they do him versus Roman, then I'm going to kill someone.
Roman has to go do that now.
They might do that. They might do him versus Roman for a spot in there just to get his win
Who's
back.
left? Strowman?
Strowman's in.
Roman.
Strowman's in.
Oh, wait, that was for that?
Yeah.
What? I missed that.
Strowman, Elias, and Cena are in.
Oh. Why the fuck was Kane eligible for this? I love Kane, but why? All right, so he's in. So we got Roman, Miz.
Bray, I guess, probably. We'll have a chance.
Bray. I need 3 more bodies. Seth. Jace. Seth wasn't on the show, was he?
Seth was not on the show, and it's not because he's hurt. It's because I guess Jason Jordan could be on the show. It was stupid.
I don't know. There's people left. So
yeah.
Anyway,
sure
then the Revival.
They won like they should.
Beat Heath Slater.
They pinned Rhino, though. I was shocked.
Yeah, he didn't get, tougher or whatever he's supposed to. What, is he supposed to be tougher? Stronger?
Yeah, Slater's supposed to be tougher.
Whatever. He didn't get tougher because he wasn't pinned, so.
Of course, the Revival had to do the make them chant ECW.
Oh, wait. Charlie Caruso did this interview? Okay.
Oh, not Renee.
I can't tell anymore.
Not like it mattered.
I don't pay attention.
The Dudleys are in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the Dudleys are in the Hall of Fame, which I watched that video package. I was like, I miss TLC.
Good TLC.
Because now I don't know when they say TLC now, I don't know if we're climbing the ladder to reach a briefcase, if we're
just having a match.
Just having a match that randomly has
ladders are legitimately useless when you're just having a match.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why you would ever get. The only thing that can happen if you climb a ladder in a match with nothing hanging above the ring,
jumping off.
Well, you fall.
Well, yeah, that too.
Whether you jumped or were pushed, you fell. So nothing good comes from climbing a ladder like that.
Oh, speaking of selfie videos, we got another one.
Oh yeah, there's the club.
Finn was in for 57 minutes. That's all I got. Cena killed me when he did that, by the way. Sasha's the best, and she's ready for Asuka. No one's ready for Asuka, dummy.
So again, this.
They were in the gorilla.
yeah.
That was shocking.
That was weird.
I like that though.
Yeah,
I was kind of rattled, but
The only thing I didn't like about it is when I think about when Sasha came out earlier and interrupted. When she goes to Gorilla, she's just like, "Hit my music," and then they just do it. Well, this seemed like there was organization in Gorilla.
Yeah.
But normally during the show, there's no reason why anything happens in Gorilla.
Correct.
They just come out and start yelling.
Well, Gorilla always seems like the special place, and they just randomly felt like doing the interview.
Yeah, they only ever show it on the documentary things.
Oh, and there was no 205 on the show.
Which I'm told they were filming a documentary at Rumble for the Women's Rumble.
Yeah, probably the WWE 24.
Which means no one's talking about the Women's Rumble. No one's talking about it.
Yeah, no one.
No one's mentioned it.
Not this long match that was the match of the night by a lot.
Yeah, there was no mention of it at all.
Into the match.
So,
Sasha was dominating early.
This once again got good after the break.
Yeah.
Actually, it really gets good when Sasha murders herself.
Usually when I watch Raw matches, I skip until the break, and then I watch.
90% of the time, once Sasha has murdered herself in some new...
she murdered herself.
Once she finds a new way to kill herself, the match gets really good from that point. Because now I'm legitimately like, oh, she could die at any moment.
Oh, this is the match that you could tell Michael Cole and Coach did not like each other at all.
I don't even know what happened. I was not listening to them at this
Coach
point. I had tuned them out.
Cole said focus on the match when Coachman was talking about the match. It was bad.
Cole said focus on...
That's my point.
Cole said focus on the match.
And it also doesn't help that they're all called Corey, Coach, and Cole. We need to fix that.
The Triple C!
Anyways,
we've seen a choice.
As I wrote in this, can I say a word that might not be nice?
I guess.
Sasha fucking died.
She did.
Like, she died.
Oh.
It was bad. Like, the
No, it was
kick was
great.
great. The kick was great.
The whole thing was great.
She sells so well that she actually almost kills herself.
Yeah, I think she wanted like her feet or shins to catch on the rope so she didn't go too far.
I think she wanted to hang on them.
But like she caught her knees on the rope.
And she came out too far.
And so her head almost hit the fucking ring on her way down. And you know that wasn't supposed to be quite like that because the ref jumped the fuck out the ring. I've never seen a ref move so fast in my life. They didn't move nearly that fast when Enzo actually decapitated himself, which we're not going to ever speak of again, unfortunately. God damn it, Enzo. That was a great one.
It was a great one.
I love that
actually
clip.
Died.
He literally killed himself.
But yeah, it was lots of great action, I felt.
Yeah.
At times, I actually thought Sasha might win, even though we knew.
Two things. Favorite Asuka things were the knee she gave to Sasha's face, which she then followed up with a bunch of elbows and spinning kicks, which was also great. And then the arm bar, when she does the flying arm bar, I've never seen someone in wrestling actually successfully complete a move like that. Every time. Like, they usually botch the living shit out of those things. And every time it looks perfect, which is why I hope they continue to let her win by armbar.
They didn't last night.
They went Asuka lock. I'm okay. I want both.
Yeah, keep both.
Because I have a problem
so
with...
she can win
Yeah,
two things.
I have a problem with Shinsuke, where he does, like, the triangle and the armbar, but he's never won by triangle or armbar, so I have no interest in what he's doing. Whereas, like, especially even Sasha with her bank statement, I feel like when she does that, she's pinning herself. Because she always like gets rolled up off of it. Why does she get rolled up? Because she doesn't control the arm.
Big fan of these. I wish everyone had a finisher that wasn't a submission. Like, you can have your submission finishers.
You should also, you should have both.
Always have. Because Asuka in NXT, if she kicked someone in the head, they usually were done.
I have always thought that, like, you should have, instead of signature moves and finishers, you should have 4 moves that can win you matches.
Yeah.
Like, just have 4
multiple,
moves.
not,
Yeah, or 5 or 6, if 7, 10, 12. You get as many you
want.
want.
The closest to that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I've seen multiple finishes of just random.
But you get the impression that for whatever reason, Ronda and Asuka's not happening at Mania, now the armbar is gone.
Yeah, I was very upset.
That's the impression I got from this. Like, the armbar is not just a thing she does that she'll never complete.
Stupid, because, I mean, they could have known that for a while.
But this was, like, Sasha's best moment was her jumping off the top rope knee thing.
That was good.
When she did it completely wrong and landed directly across Asuka's nose and almost killed her, because Asuka was like, she clearly was like, Sasha, what the hell?
The Asuka lock, for the first time ever since she's done it, actually looked like it hurt.
The only problem I have with the Asuka lock,
it's just a chicken wing, by the way.
Well, we have Shayna doing rear naked chokes. Yeah. We have Joe doing rear naked chokes, glorified.
They don't know any other finishers.
Also, this is a technical point that no one cares about but me. But it could be cool if someone realizes it. Asuka does this wrong. I've never paid attention to the other ones, but she crosses her ankles when she has their back, which could ankle lock herself if they just put their feet over hers and pull it down. And I hope someone escapes it one day doing that, because that's incorrect. She can't actually cross her ankles.
She was legitimately, like, at one time in that match, she was rolled over on Sasha.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? But I thought the match was good. I like that she has 3 finishers if you count her kick that kills people. That she. Yeah,
the only thing I still dislike Sasha's double knee in the corner thing.
I don't like those.
Because I don't get why the person hangs in the middle rope like that. Why are they lying here like that?
I like Shinsuke's version where he puts them on the top rope.
I still, anytime someone's lying on the ropes voluntarily, I'm like, why? Like, move. Why are you here? Like, what are you doing? Kayfabe wise, this makes no sense.
I like when they do the corner knee stuff. Like they're sitting in the corner.
But this match, the best match, and one of the better Raw matches.
Also, this is probably the most interested I've been in Sasha Banks in a very long time.
I'm still not sure I'm interested in Sasha in the sense that
if she goes heel,
she never wins anything.
Well, no,
she's true. Dolph Ziggler. Like, the matches are good, but then, like, I know it's going nowhere.
Her and Finn actually follow, like, the same career. They win, they win, they win, then they lose, they lose, they lose.
They last the longest in a Royal Rumble.
And then they lose. Yeah, exactly. Like, I was like, this is the same person. Another selfie.
Actually, if they used that last night or Monday night, they could have used the fact that they were exhausted from being in the Rumble.
They did say it a few times, but they didn't use it once they lost.
They should have sold, like, out of breath, like, tired type thing.
Yeah, those are the little things that, like,
Because then it could have excused...
Old wrestlers talk about.
It could have excused both of them losing without it being so weird. Apparently, Cena cut a selfie promo. At this point,
This one was bad.
I must have skipped ahead because I didn't care.
You finally got your match?
Yes.
You finally got your match.
Which...
It was actually not that bad.
No.
I'm going to be honest.
Also, I don't know if there was a break or something, but I walked into this match on actual Monday night, like, I don't know, a little bit into it.
Yeah.
But then I watched and I was like, wait, Apollo's like fucking flipping all over the goddamn
Apollo's
place.
great.
But like,
of course, he got pinned.
It just seemed like all the matches on this night, for some reason, were better than usual on Raw.
It was a wrestling heavy show.
Yeah, and I don't know why, like, but it just seemed like everyone was moving faster and doing more. And I don't know why.
Like,
what happened?
For the first time,
it felt like Triple H booked this show. Like, it felt like Vince wasn't there. Maybe he's off selling the company, or he's building an XFL, or
anything to get Triple H in charge.
It just seemed like Vince wasn't around.
All the people that always say that
they were in Gorilla,
that Triple H wouldn't make it better, you're wrong. Like, he's not going to go exactly by what Vince is doing.
He would make it better, and I think he would choose the right people to be the stars.
Yeah.
The only thing is,
he likes Roman though.
I still don't know that they could wrestle like NXT.
No, there's no way.
Because they work every night.
NXT's different. Exactly.
Yeah. So like, I'm not, but like this felt like NXT.
It did. There was wrestling.
This whole night, like Roman sold a leg injury. The Miz sold a leg injury. They were battling through leg injuries.
Which is funny because you don't like NXT.
It's not that I don't like NXT.
Just don't know
I only watch takeovers.
Yeah. Well, that's not bad.
But the only
a lot of people do that.
Like, look, the main event for Takeover
fantastic
was really good, but I
didn't know the story.
I don't care as much about Johnny winning or losing.
Yeah, see that.
Like, I know I'm supposed to. I knew I was supposed to, but I was like, I don't really care who wins.
Yeah,
I just was like, I don't really like the CN fella. I don't know why. I just don't like him. Probably because he has a manager, and I get a little annoyed.
He's like Alberto Del Rio.
He does remind me of Del Rio, but he was.
No one likes Alberto.
He's more violent than Del Rio.
Oh, he's better than Del Rio,
which I very much appreciate.
He doesn't do the same 3 moves and then an awful cross arm breaker.
So then it got very confusing for a second because they did this Rousey segment where
it said Ronda Rousey up next. I was like, nope.
No, then they just showed pictures of her.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I understand why she couldn't be there.
No,
we're lucky she was there.
It's just, it was a weird, the way they produced it was weird.
People were kind of mad she wasn't there.
They didn't say like a look back at last night. They said Ronda Rousey up next.
Everyone was giving her a hard time because they said she signed full time and she automatically wasn't there. But I mean,
we know she's filming a movie.
She's a little busy.
We know she's filming a movie right now.
Like, we're lucky she was there. Okay.
Like, I don't think necessarily that she should have been at the Rumble, but it's probably the second most watched show behind Mania. So
easily.
So like,
you can't tell me SummerSlam's better.
Well, that's the only one that's a toss up.
I don't like SummerSlam ever.
So then Michael Cole explains the fact that Kane has left the ER.
This is so funny. My sources on hand are telling me that he's moving. Oh, good.
I love Kane, so keep running, Kane. Keep going. Get out of the ER, buddy. So then we get to Cena Finn.
May I say, in this match,
Michael
Cole called John Cena the greatest all time. I have to say it like 5 times.
Oh, wait, one sec. Backtrack. Going in reverse. To Ronda for a second. I forgot my point. I worry, because people didn't love her when she was in the UFC. Like, there's a big divide.
She could easily be a villain.
But there's a big divide as to whether or not, like, you're a fan of her or not.
Yeah.
And I worry that there are way more people who don't like her than do. Mm-hmm. And WWE is going to Roman Reigns this shit. Mm-hmm. Where she's going to be booked like the face and the star. And people aren't going to take it as that.
I read today, so be scared.
I'm scared.
So they want to push the women's division more now that she is the face of their division. She's already the face of the division.
Which, like, I think the women are...
Which she should be.
Are kayfabe bitching about her.
Yeah, they are.
On Twitter.
Dave said they were, so...
Well, you still never know, but...
Dave knows.
No, he doesn't. Dave just speculated. He just said that...
He's always speculating.
No, but he said, like, they wouldn't do it if they weren't told to. Says who? Like...
Nikki Bella definitely doesn't care.
Like, it's their Twitter. Who says who? But... Like, I worry that people... Because I don't know what this negative reaction to her is.
I don't either.
I'm not getting it.
I think because she's from outside, but, like, Brock's...
But that's when I realized, like, she does have a history of not being liked, necessarily. So, like, maybe this negative reaction cannot be fixed.
Well, if they are able to do the match that they have planned.
Because people keep saying she should go to the Performance Center. She has.
She's
been there. Hello.
She's practiced with Natty and Brian Kendrick.
People don't get that the Performance Center and NXT are two separate things.
Yeah.
NXT people...
She should not go to NXT, by the way.
They're in a building with 8 people. They can't possibly send Ronda Rousey to NXT. Tickets would be $9,000 on StubHub. Like,
They're like $25 normal.
Yeah. So, like, I just worry that this isn't going to go well. Especially, like...
I think she'll be okay.
If her first match isn't great, oh, God. We're in trouble.
What they need to do
is
have Triple H control what Ronda does.
Well, he won't, so...
Well, he's the one that got her there.
Vince has a Vince problem.
I was gonna say I don't think Vince said much. I don't
remember
Vince saying anything.
People, I don't know. I worry about this.
Well, if they get the match they're planning, she'll be fine.
There's been endless bitching, as far as I can tell online, about not talking about the Rumble and talking about Rousey. And like you said, I think that's good for the women's division,
but bad for her.
But people don't seem to understand that. People seem to want to talk about Molly Holly more than Ronda.
People are having a tough time understanding that she's automatically the best now. And
they may get to main event Mania with her at some point.
That's what their plan sounds like. And
at some point, I'm sorry, Bayley is not main eventing Mania.
If you told me Ronda versus Charlotte was main eventing WrestleMania, I wouldn't question it.
Like,
that's the biggest match you have now in that company.
Like,
well, Asuka's undefeated streak too.
And I have to imagine Ronda won't be bad at this.
No.
She
was in a combat sport, people.
Selling wise, I don't know.
Well, that's true.
But Brock...
Shayna's not awful.
Brock's managed, and I don't think he likes it, so...
Brock hates it.
So Ronda likes it at the very least. So
she's not doing it for the money.
She should try to get better. Whereas Brock
Lesnar is very much doing it for the money and hates it.
Yeah, Brock wanted to be in the NFL. Then didn't work out, and he was just this big dude.
And then he went to New Japan.
Yeah, he was this big dude who had no purpose. And so he found a purpose, and it was this. So, anyway.
They're not the same person.
People need to appreciate the technical skill of Ronda's armbar. It's hard to discuss how to do an armbar without referencing Ronda Rousey. That's how good she is at it.
If the match that's planned happens, I want it to end in maybe 2 seconds when she gets in the ring. Like, it should not last any longer than 2 seconds.
Here's what should happen. She armbars Triple H.
That's better.
Period.
That's better.
If she armbars Stephanie, get out of here. She armbars Triple H.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. That's
Flip
better.
him, armbar him, done.
Also, she's safe if The Rock is with her.
Yeah.
Because there's no way The Rock gets booed. Not even Roman could get that.
But if she goes over Triple H, that might save it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
If she goes
that'd
over,
be a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah. She should go
makes
over
Triple H tap.
She should absolutely make Triple H tap.
I think Triple H wouldn't care either.
And he lost to Brock by the Kimura.
The bad Kimura, as you... Yeah.
Not this way. This way. Annoying.
Yeah. Well, they didn't actually want to break his arm. That's why.
But he still could have just tapped.
Well, they wanted to break his arm. So they're like, oh no. Anyways,
it's a shoulder lock.
Let's get to Cena and Finn Balor. We've been on Ronda for longer than the rest of the show, which she should, but...
I'm sorry, we didn't talk about the Women's Rumble. Sorry.
I'm not talking... We're still not. We're talking about her.
So,
which I don't want to talk about the Women's Rumble because it was fine. God, shut up.
Yeah, Rumbles are over. There's not much to say.
Ronda was the main part. That's why she ended the show.
Once someone wins, there's not much to talk about.
Rumble's over.
Cena and Finn. I'll let you talk first because
I'm disappointed in what happened.
I have a thing.
First of all, where'd the club go?
This is a good... I asked this all.
I hear their entrance music.
I see them.
Yeah, I see them go out there.
I think they got to the ring before the break.
We come back from commercial break. John Cena's entrance music hits. He gets down there. They left.
I have no idea where they went.
They left. Also, to me, this was the point to turn Finn heel. I know it's like AJ and how AJ turned heel because it was Cena, but this was in a match that mattered.
I don't know where the club went. I don't know if they came up by accident. This is why I think Gorilla is a shit show. They just came to Gorilla and were like, hit our music. And they did. And they were like, nerds. And then like they went out. They got to the ring and like Vince comes out and was like,
also,
guys.
I feel these two are automatic heels. And also, Finn needs to stop smiling. He needs to stop.
Well, see, here's I didn't care about Finn.
He took Apollo Crews' gimmick.
I didn't care about Finn smiling. What the fuck was John Cena doing this whole match?
Oh, looking at the crowd, I don't know.
And the sign and he was like apologizing.
All he said is, "I just want to go to WrestleMania." He said it like 7 times.
But like, this is again with me and John. We're having a thing where I can't tell if he's playing a character of John Cena or if he is the wrestler John Cena trying to go to WrestleMania. Because the wrestler John Cena would not apologize for winning a match.
We got real John Cena and fake John Cena in this. Fake John Cena's talking to the crowd. Real John Cena's doing this while he's about to do attitude adjustment.
Yeah. I don't know what is he doing? Why is he like this now?
I don't know.
What has happened? What did the Today Show do to my John Cena?
Because we get flashes of real John.
Like, why is he apologizing for winning a match?
I don't know.
And then, again, like some people referenced online, was kayfabe John apologizing? Or was actual John like, I don't know why I'm booked to go over Finn right now, I'm sorry?
I feel like it might be that, honestly. Because he doesn't understand.
Especially if he's supposed to face Undertaker.
Yeah.
Why put him over Balor?
Well, I guess
he's not going to WrestleMania.
Like, you can't tell me you don't want Finn to get pinned in the chamber. He just got pinned now. Like, what? I guess John Cena matters.
But in the chamber, would he have got an Avalanche AA?
No, he would have just probably got a spear.
So this is better.
This is technically better, but he lost clean.
Also, I didn't like this match in general.
No, it wasn't that great.
It was really slow. They went to break.
Most of it was him talking to the crowd.
It was really slow. They went to break. They came back, and then it was Cena doing 5-knuckle shuffles for 20 minutes.
I do like that they keep the coup de grace protected. They didn't have him hit it on Cena.
Oh, God. Cena botched the shit out of that.
Oh, the thing into the corner. He just fell.
He just rolled to the middle on his own. Like, that was weird.
It was nothing special, this match.
Is Cena not being focused once again.
This was the chance for the heel Balor Club, I feel.
It was if the club...
I don't know
if the club had attended Monday
I just
Night
want
Raw.
to know what Finn's supposed to do.
I don't...
He has no...
Well, that's the thing. If Cena's doing the Undertaker thing, and Finn's not... even, I hate that they say go to WrestleMania, because apparently Finn's not going to be at Mania now.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same.
I don't know why they talk like this. You mean fight for the title at Mania. It's not go to... Everyone's going to WrestleMania. It's the next thing in line to do. They go there. That's what they do. I
don't know what Finn's going to do. If they put him in the... Andre, I'm going to cry.
What can the club... What's left for the club?
Well, I guess what I saw was they're on their way to face the Miz Taraj, which is useless.
But then there was also Braun and the Miz.
So I don't know what.
But now there's Braun and Ronda. A lot of internet speculation going on these days.
Very, very bad.
Why don't you just get into SmackDown?
I would love to.
Straight transition. All right, straight transition to SmackDown.
Or do you want to take a break?
Nope, we're just going through.
Oh my goodness.
Shinsuke comes out.
Need to face.
This show starts a lot like Raw.
It was the same.
Just no authority figure
Both
for some
Japanese
reason.
people.
So he speaks in English and just says he needed a bunch of people in the face. He then says he's going to knee AJ in the face.
Sammy and Kevin showed up.
I don't know why.
May I say, Sami Zayn every week gets better and better. As a heel.
But get ready for it because it's just about to be over.
Yeah.
Actually,
he was hilarious during the match, though.
It's gone in a minute. So
yeah, I know.
I've
enjoyed it, though.
So,
backstage segment was funny.
I'm not sure why Sammy and Kevin were telling Shinsuke about the ref.
Yeah, me either.
Like, what does Shinsuke have to do with this?
Shinsuke was like,
okay, like whatever, man. Like, I'm not the ref. I'm sorry. I also hate that they don't refer to refs by name anymore. They're like the referee.
Like, we know who Mike Chioda is.
Just say Chioda. Or referee Mike Chioda if you have to say it.
It doesn't help that it was Chioda.
So, then AJ comes out and books himself in a tag match with AJ and Shinsuke versus...
This was not that great.
Owens and Zayn.
It was a mess.
It didn't make...
I just enjoy Sami Zayn.
It didn't make a lot of sense. So then...
Kevin's just Kevin.
So then they go backstage.
Daniel Bryan turned. Again.
I appreciated this segment for the sheer fact that Daniel was like, AJ can't book matches, so
I'm gonna book that match.
But like at least for once, like the GM was like,
well, that GM does it. Kurt Angle's just like, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, like I'm tired of wrestlers or referees booking matches. That happened a few weeks ago. Like at least this time, you know, there was some storyline reason.
This show is very much on their way to their pay-per-view, unlike Raw sometimes.
Yeah,
they just keep going.
But now Daniel says like, "Hey, I got this great idea for a match next week," and like once he said that, I knew where he was going. But he's like, Sammy, you'll face Kevin, and the winner will fight for the title at Fastlane.
Which is great, but
what the freaking hell?
Why ruin it?
What is going on?
I've been enjoying them. Like, Daniel's supposed to be with them, and Shane still got mad at them. Did you remember that?
Yeah.
This is what you get for looking up Fastlane.
Hang on, just what? It's Fastlane. Just you keep talking. I'm looking up Fastlane, which isn't coming up because apparently that's not a popular title. Sorry. I wanted to know what date it was.
It's March 5th, 2017.
Well, that's last year. March 11th. Well, because this...
Oh, it's far away.
Well, no, because this said in February, and I was damn sure that wasn't right.
Okay.
So I was checking.
Yeah, they need a pay-per-view there because they have one in February.
Anyways, I just didn't know if they were rushing them, just to get out of the way.
So Daniel and... Like, Shane got mad at him later on. He was like, I don't know why they're getting that thing. I'll talk to him later. Never happened.
Yeah, I remember him being on screen.
So Shane was still mad at Daniel. It's just... it's so annoying.
There's
only been one plus from this whole story, and it's heel Sami Zayn.
Like Raw, if you exclude the first hour, 9 out of 10. So I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I'm booking. Raw is a 2-hour show. SmackDown's a 2-hour show. I liked 2 hours of it, so it gets 9 out of 10. SmackDown, oh my god, this show. I hate this show right now, and it's because of these GMs. Get off the get out, both of you.
Just wrestle your match already.
And now they've got a top 10 list, which is going to help them book matches. I don't know what that means.
I like it. I don't know what it means.
But like, does that include AJ?
I don't know.
Because they didn't say it was like the...
They didn't explain it enough. I just know yes.
No, that's the thing. They didn't explain
it. I
like
the idea, like the general concept, but I don't
though, because then what if you're not in the top 10? You don't get booked in anything?
Well, it's by the wrestlers.
But still.
I don't know.
There's more than 10 guys.
Well, say Ty Dillinger gets a spot. He gets to have a match or something.
And are tag teams independently ranked or separately ranked?
I don't know.
All of this matters.
They didn't explain it all yet. They were having a tough time.
No, I just watched Daniel do it with words on the screen for 12 minutes.
So he announced that earlier in the day, actually, I noticed.
So then in one of the...
Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah, based on the graphic of like what's up next, I couldn't have cared less about what was about to happen because Rusev, Jinder Mahal, Zack Ryder, and Kofi Kingston were in a match.
Oh, I missed something hilarious from the Raw thing.
What?
I need to go back. 1 second.
Go back.
It has to do with SmackDown.
Meanwhile, though, real quick, going into this match, Jinder ain't winning. Zack Ryder, I don't even know how he got here.
Did we ever say the bar won? Because the bar won earlier.
Yeah, they did. But like Zack Ryder,
my team.
There's no way Kofi's winning. I was like, oh, this is Rusev.
Yeah, well, I was happy about that.
I didn't like this match.
No, I didn't like the match. I never liked it.
Because I had Zack Ryder and Jinder Mahal.
Bingo. Anyways, Coach asked for happy birthday for some reason during the bar match.
Oh, I think it was Sheamus' birthday.
Oh, and then...
I think.
But Coach said something in the future was near his birthday. Oh, SummerSlam was near his birthday.
Yeah.
And so Corey so quietly says, Happy Rusev Day. And they just died for like 5 minutes.
He did, yeah. I think... It must have been, I must have heard it during that. Because there was some point where he said something on Rusev Day. He was like, and a happy Rusev Day to you. I was like...
And they just died, but I love that.
It must have been that. Yeah, I did hear that.
Corey's the only announcer. I know you don't like, well, you don't like any announcer, so...
I think Corey Graves is fine. But kayfabe Corey, where he's like heel face, depending on who's in the ring. Mm-hmm. Like, he confuses me.
I enjoy that Corey Graves. That was fun.
No, if he could... Again, if the commentators were allowed to just call the match and commentate however they would and not have Vince in their damn earpiece, then it'd be fine. Like, he was cracking up.
Oh, that's what he said on the Edging thing. Yeah. He was like, I have Kevin Dunn, this guy, and then sometimes I have a wacky 71-year-old billionaire in my ear that's yelling things, and you have to say it.
There was a part, I think it was Daniel was talking, and there was somebody yelling in the truck.
Yeah.
And I was like, who is that? He was like, I gotta work and I gotta go do something later. I was like, is he on the phone with his wife? Like, what is going on?
Such a mess. But yeah, Rusev won.
But I just imagine that's what's going on in their ears all the time. Is that guy in the truck just
I forgot.
Yelling.
The Rusev Day thing. Well, not just Rusev Day, but the whole match. I'm going to take the microphone out. Sorry. I want a double turn.
Explain.
So Rusev's over. Bobby Roode's flat as a face. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, I forgot who's that commentary.
So if we switch them during the match next week somehow, say like, I don't know how you'd switch both of them, but just an idea. Like maybe Rude cheats or something. That would be better because Rude's such a better heel, and Rusev's never had a chance to be a face.
Did Bobby and Charlotte have their mixed match?
No, not yet, so that probably won't happen. Well, no, it doesn't matter because Sami Zayn and Becky Lynch were put together.
But they should turn together.
Ooh, I would like that.
It's technically Charlotte's face right now.
Which is stupid.
And it's bad. And she was heel.
And if she's planning to fight
she was heel on
Asuka,
SmackDown.
she should probably be.
She was heel on SmackDown. She was heel on Raw 25. I don't know.
She's such a better heel.
I don't know what.
Anyways, on to the Usos yelling and stuff. Oh, there was another selfie video. We don't have to talk about it.
Yeah, there was a lot of... Wait, so... Okay.
With the words.
Oh, there was. You missed the fashion files.
That's fine. We can...
No, it's important.
No, it's not.
What the... What is going on with Gable and Shelton?
I don't know.
What are we doing?
Transitions from the matches at Royal Rumble to the
challenging the Breezango.
Oh yeah, at least they won.
And the promo was bad, but I thought Gable was awful.
Which is upsetting because usually he's the better.
Oh, I thought he was awful.
I'm going to be honest. Look, I didn't listen to it.
The lines were written that way, I'm sure, and that's why they were delivered that way. But he's like, "We're going to take you on." It was like, what the fuck?
Can I say something about the Usos? I didn't like the big cell coming in my face every time they said lockdown.
Oh my God, that was so weird.
I was like, what is happening? And the crowd was so quiet.
That was weirder than the bugs at Mania. Like, they don't do that for anything.
No.
And then I thought, wait, dude, have I missed this? Has this been going on for months?
Never happened.
I thought I was impressed with how quickly they were going back and forth without having to think about what they were saying next.
Yeah.
I thought the promo was weird.
I thought it was good.
It
was okay.
I just didn't get like what the struggle was.
They proved something big to me, which was they legitimately have beaten every tag team.
I just didn't get what together they were beating a struggle. What struggle?
They've ran out of tag teams.
But they beat Gable and Benjamin 2-0. There was no struggle. What struggle? It was not a struggle. So it was just, I thought it didn't.
But I guess this tag team's next.
They just appeared. And
I don't actually mind them. I mind the hammers and stuff.
No, the problem with the Bludgeon Brothers is when they take the jackets off, their actual ring attire is awful.
It's Kane.
But it's not good, Kane.
It's worse Kane, yeah.
It looks like Party City.
But I do enjoy like all their moves and stuff. I try to look past this.
If you bought a Kane Halloween costume,
that's what it was.
That's what you'd get. Yeah. I don't know why it's so bad. It looks like they sewed it themselves.
Yeah.
Which they might have.
I had this feeling last night as I was watching them. They kind of need a leader. Crazy. I know. Those two need a leader.
No, they need to just beat people with those hammers of theirs.
They need Bray. They forever need Bray, and Bray forever needs him.
No, they'd still lose if Bray was there.
I'm just saying.
They might win the titles without Bray. With Bray, they're guaranteed to be pinned. 1, 2, 3. They might lose a best of 7 for nothing.
They're very fast for big guys.
Yeah.
I like when he slaps Rowan. I find that hilarious.
All I was thinking, though, is, remember when Harper was in line for a big push?
I love Harper.
And then Mania happened.
I'm a big Harper. Yeah, it was terribly timed. If this happened after Mania, it would have made sense.
Yeah.
But, Bray also got...
But, I mean, this is why I was kind of against my own pick of Gable Benjamin at Rumble, because I was like, the Bludgeon Brothers are lurking. Well...
I hope they mean something. I like their finisher. They do it so much better than the Bar that one time they tried to do it. They, pick them up and slam them and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wish that the Usos promo had a point, so when they walked out, it would have been
I wish also they'd just walk right by them.
Well, yeah, that was also strange. It felt like we were supposed to go to commercial.
SmackDown Top 10 was announced.
Yep, which we have in the description. I promise. We haven't done it yet. It'll happen. Yeah. It's coming up right after this. But Then I guess this is where you were talking about Shane in the
Shane
office.
Was like, I'm mad.
Oh, I tuned out until Ty
burned him.
Ty walked in.
May I say?
Yeah, and then Baron walked in, and then I was like, wait, why is Ty? What?
Yeah.
What happened to Baron?
This happened like months ago.
What happened to Baron Corbin?
He's
What happened? What are we doing? This is like Harper. He's in the Harper position. I actually
wanted to bring up Baron Corbin. I was going to say it during the match, but I'll say it now. I just wonder what they're doing with him. Because I feel like he should be, well...
I don't know what he should be, but...
At one point, they said they still liked him more than Braun, which is clearly not true anymore.
And made no sense.
Also true. Well, this was when Braun was like very...
Baron Corbin is Chuck Palumbo forever and ever.
Oh, no, that's not a good comparison ever.
But it is.
But I feel like Corbin still has something to give. He has a good finisher. That's all I got.
The problem is, like, SmackDown's really weird once you get below whatever the GMs are up to. Like, when you're not in that GM story...
Or if you're not a woman.
But, like, even Randy Orton.
Yeah, he wasn't even on the show.
What the fuck is he? Wait, Shinsuke until he won the Rumble. Where on earth was he?
They need to get...
Like, they don't know how to write after the GM
I want to say they need a shake-up, but they just need to get rid of the two authority figures.
I think they need 3 hours.
They should have Rockstar Spud.
I'm serious. They can't write if they don't have 3 hours. They need 3 hours.
Corey Graves explained how 3 hours is better for him.
How?
Because it's easier to now talk about a story, he said. But as a fan, he understands why it's so painful.
Like, if I was rebooking Raw from this week, like, to 2 hours, I guess I just cut the entire first hour.
But, yeah.
But then...
You miss out so many matches.
But then how does...
Yeah, I know.
There's so many things that, like, then Matt's not on the show. The Braun and Kane... I guess Braun and Kane probably has to get... Well, then Matt, Braun, and Kane have to replace the tag match, so the tag belts aren't on the show.
First of all, I think they need to shake up the rosters really bad right now.
I think they need to fire the authority figures on both shows, and then do not replace them.
Just put Rockstar Spud, I'm telling you.
Or don't put anyone.
Rockstar Spud was great last night. This is the first time...
Wait till the writers get their hands on the GM of 205 Live. This is the
first time I've watched 205 Live since, like, the first week.
I watched it once live in person.
Well, that's your fault.
No, Shinsuke's fault. He wasn't on the actual show.
That's definitely not his fault.
I had to wait.
Anyways, but yeah, I don't care about the GMs anymore.
So Ty and Corbin.
Ty said something to him like, "Where's your briefcase?" or something.
Oh yeah. Which was funny, except
it's so old.
That happened. Yeah, it was like 1,000 years ago at this point. I don't know why.
He did get pinned by Ginger though.
So then my rant of the show.
Charlotte.
Charlotte comes out.
Charlotte doesn't wrestle anymore. I just wanted to say that.
She talks about how she should have been in the Rumble and she would have won it if she was and all this stuff. Then she says she got in the ring with Asuka. She got in the ring with Alexa Bliss, who she didn't shit on there, which I was for. I thought that was she likes to make fun of Alexa Bliss and she did not there.
Poor Alexa Bliss.
So she then says, and I'm going to quote this from memory best I can, that I was in the ring for the moment that broke the internet.
Yes.
Out come the Riot Squad. Ruby Riott proceeds to cut a promo
hey.
about how Charlotte's arrogant for saying that she broke the internet. That's not what was said. Somebody screwed up this whole thing, and I don't know which one, but I'm going to guess it was Ruby Riott.
I don't like Ruby
because
Riott.
Obviously Charlotte knows that Charlotte didn't break the internet.
I thought we were over the Riot Squad, so.
And then the rest of the promo is just like, you're just like your dad. Wow. You came up with a genius plot.
Like, you could clearly see Charlotte did not mind getting called the 16-time champion.
But it was like, I've never heard this before. Like, wow, you're so smart.
Oh, can I bring up how Absolution just wasn't on Raw? But they were. Well, no woman was on Raw besides two.
No, there wasn't. Nia wasn't on Raw.
It was weird.
It was very weird.
But I thought the Riot Squad was dead.
But then again, to get the rest of them on Raw, they would have needed 4 hours.
So it looks like Fastlane is pretty much set. We're going to have Ruby Riott and Charlotte.
Well, yeah, so the Riot Squad beats Charlotte up.
May I say, Charlotte fed them off for a while.
Yeah, which was...
I was like, they suck.
But Then Carmella comes to cash in.
Oh, I knew it wasn't going to happen, but, like, I believed it.
She comes to cash in.
And she nails the ref.
She goes to, like, run into Charlotte and just fucking kills the ref. And the ref dies. And as you know, when you fall out of the ring, you are paralyzed for an hour.
Hey, I'm just happy Carmella got down there. She might have had a concussion from Vicky.
So, I did like when she walked up to Charlotte and, like, touched her with her foot to see if she was going to move. But, so she failed to cash in, or didn't cash in. When is this going to happen?
I was thinking about it. Because if the plan is for Asuka and Charlotte to wrestle...
Which it better be.
Well, unless Ronda's involved, I guess. But
assuming that's not happening.
Yeah. Which should... Yeah, it should happen. I don't... since they made the Rumble cash in on anything...
Yeah.
Do you think they dare make the Money in the Bank, like, randomly at one point? Just be like, oh, you can cash in. So, like, say at WrestleMania, she randomly shows up during the Raw... Women's one, because I'm going to be honest, Alexa versus Nia, if that's actually
But it
happen.
won't be. It's going to be Alexa versus Nia and 27 other fucking idiots.
Yeah, so my point is, say Bayley wins, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't know why that would happen. But say she wins, and Carmella comes down and cashes in. That's the only way you can do it, because Asuka would be going to Smackdown.
Which I think she... I don't know.
I think she has to, right?
Depends what you do with Ronda.
Well, yeah.
If we're forcing Ronda onto Raw, because Vince...
Which we shouldn't, because I think if she was on SmackDown, it'd help them.
Brock's already on Raw.
Yeah.
But if we're forcing that, then yeah.
But regardless, if that
especially
happens...
if she's doing the Heyman thing.
So, say Raw gets Carmella... I mean, it's an awful trait. Raw gets Carmella, and she's the champion. Asuka goes to SmackDown. It's the only way I see her cashing. If not, she's just going to waste it on Asuka at some point and lose. Which I don't think you should have the first SmackDown Money in the Bank winner lose. That's your... Not SmackDown Women's, but...
But the women's so weird, because, like, I keep looking at Mania, and I'm like, all right, they're going to probably do a singles match with Asuka.
I hope so.
Whatever that is.
Which they have to.
It makes most sense to do Asuka Charlotte and Nia Alexa, but you can't do that because then there's nobody. The only thing is Alexa loses at the Chamber,
which I think she should, but
and Nia wins. And then,
it'd be so Bray-like.
Everyone I like is Bray. Literally, everyone I like is Bray.
It's true. They all get treated like Bray.
But if they did that, it's just like either half the roster, women's roster, or 99% of it isn't on the show. Or,
it's such a mess.
Or like every year, the women's match is a 6-pack challenge with 97 people for 3 minutes.
That's why I understood the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, even though it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
At least you get everyone on. Like, that's how they got Braun on last year. Now look at them.
If I could book it my way, one of the Asuka match would be singles.
Yeah.
Whatever the other one is would have a bunch of people, and Nia and Bliss face each other in a separate match. Give them 3 matches. But I know we can't.
See, this is how you could have done it.
I'd fire Seth and Jason Jordan from the card.
This is how you could have done it back in the day before they made Money in the Bank a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You have the Money in the Bank.
And they could have just thrown them all in there.
At WrestleMania. That would have been better.
But then they would need to do 2 Money in the Banks. So it's
don't
never
do
going to
that.
happen.
I don't need 2.
7 Rumbles, 3 Chambers, and
I
5
wanted to bring
Hell
up
in a
how I said Carmella could cash in on Raw. So does that mean since the Royal Rumble gets to pick whoever they want, since Money in the Bank, since it's both shows, they get to cash in on whoever they want?
One would... that's how Money in the Bank always should
better.
work.
It's just better.
That's how Money in the Bank always should work. But
I remember when Edge cashed in. It was the greatest thing ever.
She should cash in for the U.S. title. Be Bobby Roode. He ain't doing anything. He's not busy. So then apparently...
Baron beat Ty.
AJ has to talk...
sorry.
AJ talks to Shinsuke about strategies.
Nakamura kept saying he beats him at WrestleMania. And he was like, what?
Carmella then,
She said she was the most dangerous woman in WWE. So I feel like that means she's going to try to cash in on
So
Asuka.
dangerous she got beat up by Vicky Guerrero. So dangerous.
Hey, that was great.
It was the best part of the Rumble. The women's Rumble.
Yeah, that was the best part of the show. What are we talking about?
Have to say it very importantly. Ty Dillinger loses again. This doesn't surprise me, but hey. Where's he rank in your top 10? Oh, right. He's not in it. He's not even close. The only part I like about Ty Dillinger is when the lady says 10 at the beginning of his entrance in the music.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that. That's it.
10. Yeah.
Everything else, I could care less what this guy ever does.
Doesn't bring that much to the table.
For the rest of his life. And he does his stupid finisher thing, which AJ does as a regular move.
He switched it.
Did he?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know because he's on the show.
He doesn't do it.
Never.
He doesn't win. Yeah. Anyways, moving on.
Apparently Rusev.
Oh, that was funny.
To be back again.
They said it'll be on Rusev Day, and then Bobby Roode spelled out glorious.
So, a lot of backstage going on in the show. I'm noticing.
Next week's planned more than this week was.
Because now Sammy and Kevin are backstage again, warming up, which...
Kevin said he was going to lose again or something.
They're going to break up. It's happening. It's done. And
Cammy.
So... Then Shelton Benjamin...
Unless Shane messes it up.
I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Shane's fighting Daniel Bryan at this point, as far as I can tell.
That's how it should be going, but it won't.
No, because that's so...
That's not what I want to see.
But then Kevin and Sammy are fighting. That's so many matches.
Okay, Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin versus Breezango.
Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin win because Breezango doesn't win anything ever, ever, ever. And now Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin are the Ascension. I don't know. I don't know how this helps anyone. Breezango, they lose again.
Yeah.
Shelton and Chad beat a team who no one cares is on the show because they never win.
Main event.
Once again, like when they do with Broken Matt, they have a gimmick that's working. They book them to lose everything, and then no one cares anymore. And now the Fashion Files is like the most annoying part of the show because it has nothing to do with anything at this point. So in the main event, Kevin and Sammy argue a lot.
AJ wrestles a lot.
Because did you know Kevin and Sammy are going to break up? I don't know if Smackdown beat me in the brain.
I understood why
they
didn't have Sammy wrestle because he was going to wrestle in the McMatch Challenge.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me the reason you planned this match was for that stupid thing.
I don't get why AJ Styles and Shinsuke are teamed together here other than AJ booked it. Because usually if you make people who are opponents work together, it's booked by like a heel GM.
Yeah, usually.
Daniel.
Or the other way around.
Or face Daniel. Or she. I don't know which one's the heel anymore. But I don't know why AJ booked this for himself. But yeah. So, of course, Shinsuke and AJ win because Kevin
was by himself.
Yeah, and now they're going to break up.
What happened in the back? Sammy said his friendship isn't over and it's all about opportunity. Oh, this was a good promo. Because he was saying how Kevin has won everything and Sammy was just Kevin's best friend, and now he finally wants to be champion, which won't happen.
I have hope here that what I wanted to happen is happening, which is Sammy stays heel. Because Sammy blew Kevin off at the Rumble when they beat up Ty. Sammy was like, no, I got this, and ran out and went into the match and didn't let Kevin go in. And now he didn't help Kevin in this match.
I think it's time to do that only because Kevin's been the same character for years.
I'm not sure how much
I'm scared to see it.
Face Kevin.
But I don't want to lose heel Zayn.
You're gonna lose him one way or another. Whether you lose him to he's now facing Baron Corbin in the random match of the episode, or like it's not like he's gonna stay on top.
Yeah, I know.
Unless Shinsuke Sammy.
Ooh, that'd be good. Well,
now they can draw from their NXT thing and the whole.
I just want AJ. Nah, wait.
But AJ Nakamura.
Wait, what did you say? Wait.
So Shinsuke wins, and they go into Sammy Shinsuke. Because that'll be
good.
Because assuming Kevin and Sammy fight at Mania, it'll break up after that.
Okay, as long as we don't have to go back to KO versus.
No.
But I would like that. Sammy is very good as a heel, which is shocking because he says he's never played a heel.
And I know they probably won't, but I'd send AJ to Raw. Just because
it's time.
But just because otherwise you have to move the entire Raw roster to SmackDown, the entire SmackDown roster to Raw to get him different matches.
It's time to move him. He's been on SmackDown for ever.
I don't want to watch him lose to Roman Reigns 500 times.
Honestly, I know they will never move Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns or someone like that needs to go. I think Finn and Seth should go, but that's just me.
So I think we agree Raw won this week as far as
Raw
the shows
did
go.
win this week, which is shocking.
I think Raw
they should win every week.
They put together 2 good hours. SmackDown.
They had multiple good matches. SmackDown's just a mess.
They had like 15 minutes that weren't annoying.
The only things I enjoyed was Sami Zayn talking.
Which I thought Charlotte talking was fine until
that was good
Riot.
too.
So like Charlotte got like 3 minutes of good going. So like a total 15 minutes. They had 15 minutes of doing okay. And then the rest of it was just either filler nonsense like the Usos, which was fine, but I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
Or awful Daniel Bryan.
I don't know why
talking.
SmackDown Live has filler. They're 2 hours.
It's because once they get under the GM storyline, nothing's going on.
Yeah.
It has to be filler because they didn't write another page. Like they wrote one page for the whole thing.
Raw has so many people that like Seth Rollins and people weren't on this week. SmackDown had Ty Dillinger and Baron Corbin wrestle, and Seth Rollins wasn't even on TV this week. Think about that.
All right. So take a break.
Yes.
Come back for Mixed Match and 205 Live that apparently you watched.
Mixed Match Challenge was funny.
This is your independent segment. Anyway, we'll be right back. And we're back with the Mixed Match Challenge 205 Live in our question segment. So take it away because I didn't watch this.
Mixed Match Challenge. This was the best one so far. I don't know if you've watched any. Probably not. No? They're a good 20-minute match. Not even. Braun. I just wanted to highlight Braun and Alexa. They're pretty funny.
I don't like tag matches where when there's a tag, everyone has to leave the ring.
Yeah, that's fair.
It defeats the purpose.
Cool thing where, so Braun had Alexa on his shoulders because you knew that was coming, and she did her Twisted Bliss off of it for the win.
She did Twisted Bliss?
Yeah.
I haven't seen this move since I don't even know when.
Yeah, but that was
her
the
debut
shocking part.
Okay.
Sammy played his heel thing even though he was trying to help Becky.
Becky danced. I did see that.
Yeah. Braun's very over. Braun on this show was more entertaining to me than Braun on Raw because he wasn't like some yelling supernatural guy that can lift anything. There was also this video of him trying to get Alexa to lift a car.
Oh, yeah.
In like a really big shirt. It was so funny.
Yeah, and then he said like he bled on the shirt or something.
Yeah, he's one of a kind. He was like laughing and smiling after the thing.
Yeah.
Funny Braun is like hilarious.
Mixed Match Challenge is non-kayfabe.
No, right, correct. Braun wasn't Braun. He was just being himself.
Like, I don't know what this is, but like,
I don't.
If there was anyone out there who thought wrestling was real still, this show ruined that.
Mm-hmm.
The show
on Facebook, so like
the show absolutely destroyed it.
Braun's hilarious though. Braun's great.
So 205 Live.
Rockstar Spud now is known as Drake Maverick. He's the 205. I wanted to just bring this up because we didn't get it right.
No,
we could have because I just forgot he was.
No, I could have nailed this because another podcast predicted
Rockstar Spud,
but they didn't predict it for real. They were like, "What about Rockstar Spud?" And they're like, "No way."
He's supposed to wrestle.
They'd never bring him in. Like, and then he was. So I had heard his name before we recorded that, but
he's actually pretty funny.
I didn't think.
I don't really know that much about him because I
have no idea anything.
Don't watch TNA.
I have no idea who he is.
He's a small British guy. That's all I got for you. He goes by Drake Maverick now.
Which is a way worse name.
Cedric Alexander won. Oh, so there's a 16-man tournament for the Cruiserweight title.
I saw that, which I think 205 Live should be a tournament format
so
forever.
You got essentially what you want, except for the fact it's not forever.
It should be forever.
So that's cool, I guess. Cedric Alexander.
Is it though when you know Cedric's winning?
That's fair, but
like it's going to be a really long process. They're bringing up people from NXT
is my point. So they had the UK
Ray.
That's the dream. Well, they announced it a week and a half.
Is that the dream though? Do we want him on 205 Live?
No, I don't want Ray on 205 Live.
I don't know if that's the dream, but could be.
So the right guy won this match, which is.
Did they announce the whole bracket?
No.
So it could be Ray.
Yes. Anyways,
just checking.
Cedric won. Shocker. They got it out of the way fast.
Yeah.
Then TJP versus Tyler Bate. Do you know who Tyler Bate is?
Yeah, he's the other. He's the not so good one in the Pete Dunne thing.
Yeah, he was on it.
He's like fine, but
he lost.
He's the other guy.
He unfortunately lost.
He does the finger breaking thing, right? Or does Pete Dunne do that?
Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne does that.
Dunne's the best.
So then he's just the guy who breaks his fingers all the time. Or has broken hands.
He's also the guy that does the thing where he like puts his hand up and then punches the guy with the other hand because they always fall for it. Let's just say
people try that in boxing a lot. Doesn't work.
Let's just say Tyler Bate, he lost to Enzo Amore. Pete Dunne beat him a while ago.
Never mind.
When they were in the
Never
UK.
mind. I
They
don't
were
want
in
to
the
talk
UK.
about why he lost to. I don't want to talk about it.
Anyways, Tyler Bates really good. TJP's not, but he won, and that's all.
So Tyler Bates is gone after this, right? Like from 205. Like he's not on 205.
No. They just need to.
They just randomly.
They just
brought him
don't
in.
have 16 people.
Okay. Cool.
Next week, Kalisto versus Lince Dorado.
Is Tyler Bate also going to be on NXT this week?
He's on everything.
This week though, wasn't that?
Oh, I think he was. Yeah.
I think it was like recorded before the Rumble.
I don't know
or
who he
something.
wrestled though.
I forget.
Probably a UK guy.
It was somebody.
So yeah, Kalisto versus Lince Dorado. I don't care.
Oh, I forgot about Kalisto. That man.
Oh,
what happened to him?
I know. This one's actually going to be a really good match. I'm going to recommend it to you, even though I know you won't watch it.
What?
Hideo Itami versus Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong's getting his first career.
Speaking of which, Roderick Strong versus Tyler Bate was the match I was referring to.
Oh, that's awesome. I bet that's really good. That's really weird. But yeah, Roddy's good. So
Don't know who it is.
you don't know who Roddy is? He's married to the Four Horsewoman.
Okay, I know
Her.
I know that fact.
That's all I got. He's good.
like I know
His nickname was Mr. ROH.
when everyone explains, like, you know, Shayna wrestles, this
Yeah.
one has trained a little, and then this other one's married to a wrestler who's named Roderick Strong. Like, that's how it's always written to me. So I'm like, okay.
Well, anyways, yeah, that's all I
he
got
is.
for you.
If he was sitting next to us, I'd be like, hey, who are you?
Oh, Tyler Bates also 20 years old.
Is he?
Mm-hmm. Got a lot of time.
Yeah.
I mean, Pete Dunne's only 23, so.
I mean,
And Pete Dunne's
I don't know
already-
what they're still
They're
doing.
wasting him.
I don't know what they're doing.
Anyways, that's all I got.
So now you have a question, and we have answers.
Oh.
You can leave questions in the chat or the comments or the
I have a
Facebook
question.
if you want, and we'll answer your question. But until then, we made up
I
our
meant to
own.
answer this for myself beforehand, so I would know.
Wrong. You didn't.
So, who is your top 10 active?
We're going to have to go.
Top 10 favorites all time. Active, but you use their all time.
Yeah. All-time kayfabe.
So, like, if you say Kane or someone,
they
you
have to
don't
still
go
be
off of
wrestling.
now.
No. Present-day Kane doesn't count.
Right.
Or he does, but not too much.
So
We're going to have to go from best to worst.
Yeah,
Because I'm not going to remember if I did 10 the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
So, number one
active
wrestler is AJ Styles.
Yeah, I figured. Okay.
There's AJ Styles made a match with Roman Reigns that I
Really
knew he was
good.
losing, a thing I thought he was winning.
Yeah.
He did a Styles Clash on a steel chair.
Yep.
And he lost.
Do you want me to go one?
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
So
I'm not gonna remember what this is.
I've loved Seth Rollins forever. I'm going to keep loving him, even if he's.
Ooh, I don't know if he's in my top 10.
He probably is.
I don't know if he makes the list.
In your top 10 at all, but he's struggling lately.
Are we doing WWE?
Yeah, we're just gonna keep that. Do you want? Well, you know what? We'll open it up. We'll open
right.
the world.
All right.
But yeah, by Seth Rollins, you could probably.
Because I already have my number 2 now.
I talk about him all the time. He's good, even if you don't see it. He's so much better before his injury. I'm not going to change it.
Well, I'm working off kayfabe from post-injury, so kayfabe, he sucks. Like, he's trash. So,
right, continue.
Number 2, Kota Ibushi. Number 2. I very much enjoy watching Kota Ibushi.
He's very good.
So, if someone could make Kota Ibushi come over here to America, please love him.
Well, he was. Have you watched any of his?
No, I know he's in the Cruiserweight thing.
You have to watch him and Cedric.
Okay.
It's very good.
I meant to after Wrestle Kingdom, and then I just forgot about it.
It was very good.
But
He loses to TJP, though. So
I've seen like 10 matches on New Japan World. 8 of them have had Kota Ibushi in it, so
New Japan World's good.
it just happens a lot.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yep.
I did not expect that at all.
Once I got the throw.
My number 2 is AJ, and
yeah,
I mean, he can't be. I've only liked Seth for so long, so that's the reason he's still one.
Yeah,
but I mean, yes, AJ by default.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Now 3, I don't know what.
I have my 3.
All right, you go first with 3 then.
Johnny Gargano. He's on a different level from almost everyone besides, to me, AJ Styles.
Yeah.
If those two had a match, I think it would match whatever Kenny Omega does with someone. But have you watched any other Johnny Gargano stuff?
I've definitely seen some of the tag stuff.
Okay,
It's been
yeah,
on.
he's
It's been
good in
on.
those too.
Whatever's been on the takeovers, I've probably seen, but I don't know.
He has something about him.
He also has this Daniel Bryan thing I get.
That's the thing, yeah.
Where I like.
He's an underdog.
I'm not.
But I don't consider him at all Daniel Bryan because
I
wasn't as huge on him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something Johnny doesn't click with me necessarily, or he doesn't yet. I don't know. I fear like once he gets to the main roster, he's gonna be.
I don't want to know.
Dillinger
I don't want to know his. I'm just gonna enjoy NXT.
It's not gonna matter what he does. Number 3, I'm gonna go Kevin Owens.
I like that.
I like Kevin a lot, and if we're
just wish he was more important.
But like when he takes bumps on ladders, man, this back like.
No wonder why his back's hurt.
And like when he gets an important match that he actually gets to wrestle in.
Him and Cena.
Yeah, he's up there.
Anyone when he was on NXT.
He's up there. Oh, this is
and Sammy.
A hard list to do.
It is a hard list. So what number are we on?
We're on 4.
Do you have a 4 or do you want?
No, I need a minute.
Do we do tag teams full?
Yeah, make them one thing.
Okay.
Because nobody wants Xavier Woods to make a list.
I know I'm going to say a tag team, but not yet.
I wasn't prepared for this.
It was my question, then I got busy. I do my top 3.
How about Cody Rhodes? Is he on your list?
He's on my list, but he's not yet.
Not yet? All right. Well, you just need to like him.
He used to be higher, and he's kind of middle of the road.
He's not going to make my list.
I know.
But the Wrestle Kingdom match was very good.
Oh, with him and Kota Ibushi?
Which might have been because
May I say that was Cody's best match I've ever seen.
I like the blonde hair.
It's good.
It's strong.
It's good because
things are strong with
his
the blonde
entire
hair.
Family has blonde hair.
It just makes him a better heel.
Yeah.
He looks like a comic book villain.
Did you see him turn
on...
He turned on Kenny?
I know.
And then Kota saved him.
I haven't seen any of it. I know that
Kota saved him, so you know that's.
I listen to people talk about it for an hour.
Greatest tag team of all time.
All right.
So 4?
Yeah, 4.
Are we doing just males?
No.
Okay, well, there's not going to be a woman here. I was just wondering. I'm going to go with the Young Bucks because I thought of them earlier, and
not on my list. Even.
Wait, time out.
They would make the top 35.
Time out. I have to go back because it's Pete Dunne.
Oh,
Pete Dunne. I don't think the Young Bucks are that high. I just couldn't think of
because I didn't think of him. Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne's awesome.
Both got Pete Dunne at 4.
He's awesome.
I forgot.
He's 23 years old and he's like the best heel.
I forgot he existed. So Pete Dunne definitely number 4.
Pete Dunne. Can you go first this time?
Number 5. Ooh, all right. A bold choice here.
It was never bold.
Number 5 is Nia Jax.
That is bold.
No, because she's my top women's division person.
Well, okay, then I
can't put the top women's division person below 5.
I mean, I'm about to answer you too, and you're not gonna like mine, so it's fine.
So Nia, because of the size of the average person in the women's division, Nia makes everything look amazing.
So I like 2 women specifically. They're both on SmackDown, which is a shocker. I'm gonna go with Becky.
Oh God.
Okay.
I'm right, you're wrong.
I understand.
Your top 10.
You definitely don't like Becky.
Your top 10 is invalidated now.
I'm
wrong.
I'm never going to pick Nia. You're never going to pick Becky. We understand this.
I liked Becky the first time
I don't like her
ever
finisher. I'm going to admit that. I hate her finisher.
That disqualifies
That's in another situation where every person needs a second finisher. She needs a second, third, and fourth, and a new first.
5, 6 more.
But I just always liked Becky. It was either her or Charlotte.
I liked Becky the one time I saw her, the Mania, the Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah.
I was rooting for Becky, and then...
Failed. Was it Triple Threat? Which one? Which Mania? 32?
The first one I saw.
When
they were important the first time, I guess.
Triple Threat, then. That was good. I was cheering for her.
But then after that, it's just been downhill.
Yeah, don't tell me she's Bray Wyatt of the women's division.
Number 6, Braun Strowman.
I knew he'd be on your list. I'm surprised I haven't heard Rhino yet.
I'm saving my specials for the end.
Just your specials that would be on it if they mattered.
We're getting to the Bray section of the list.
Kenny Omega. I like all his matches.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong for not caring. I accept that I'm wrong, but I don't care
about Kenny Omega. It's fine.
Yeah. I don't get.
Wait a minute, I didn't say Cody.
No, you didn't.
Cody. It's Cody. I thought I said Cody in my head for some reason because we talked about him.
You didn't.
Cody is like just so much better than anything he ever was in WWE.
I'm running out of room on my list.
I am too.
My list is
because Kenny might now fall off the list, which isn't good. This is why I wanted to say WWE only.
Because number 7, I have Chris Jericho.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because I can't. Because Chris Jericho and like Kevin are the same to me, just different styles of being them, and therefore they both have to be. I cannot put Rhino on the list before Chris Jericho gets on the list. I'm sorry. And right now we don't have Finn Balor or any of those people on the list.
Finn Balor will not be on my list because he has the same match on a weekly basis.
That's just probably why he's not on mine. But
I love Finn, but he's not going to be on my list. Like we're talking about today.
Is John Cena on your list? Because you like John more than I do.
I do like John Cena.
And if I could only have John versus AJ Styles, then
I think everyone would have John on their list.
John would be on my list. But if I have to have John versus Finn from Raw, where he's acting like an asshole in the ring,
I'm not going to put John on my list. What number are we at?
So you need to do...
I did Cody.
Did you do that for 7? I don't know if you did...
Seth, Johnny.
Because, okay, the women's was 5.
Yeah.
So then 6...
Ah, yeah, that was Cody.
Because you
Who did you say for 7?
7 was Chris Jericho. So I had Braun 6,
okay.
Jericho 7.
Okay.
So you need a 7.
Okay, I'm forgetting the entire roster every time we do this.
You have room. You have room on your list. You don't have Kevin, do you?
No, which he needs to be on here. Adam Cole.
Okay.
I love Adam Cole.
I will accept that I don't know enough about Adam Cole to care right now.
Yeah, that's fine. I just love Adam Cole.
I now have the unfortunate state where I have run out of room on the list, and number 8 has to be Samoa Joe.
Oh, my God.
So number 8 has to be Samoa Joe.
This is why we should have did all-time, just for you especially. If we do all-time... Do you want to do all-time, too? Because this is active.
No, we're just going to get
through it. Okay, well, because your all-time and my all-time will be vividly different from the list we're saying right now.
Well, yes, but...
Okay.
It would take me forever.
No.
Off the top of my head, to kick people off the list and
you're
room.
number one all-time.
We're just doing now.
Okay.
Just go.
Okay. I just had him in my head.
9 and 10 now.
Who did you just say?
Samoa Joe.
Oh, I was going to do Kevin.
Okay. You're still missing Kevin.
Well, now I'm not.
Now you're not.
8, Kevin.
Ooh, number 9. Oh, God.
I'm definitely missing people.
All right. Number 9 is Bray Wyatt. At someday...
The death of Bray Wyatt.
Someday...
Oh, my God. Matt might not make your list.
Someday I will not have to have shame for having Bray Wyatt in the top 10.
For a small window, on this time last year, you did not have shame.
They'll figure it out someday, I think.
I think you might want to go back to the drawing board on that one.
Someday, man.
Just looking at Tyler Bate is not helping me at all.
And so right now I am ruling Undertaker off the list as not eligible for the list.
That's fine.
I'm making a ruling.
Because this isn't all time, so it's okay.
Nope, he's not eligible.
You don't have to like The Undertaker right now anyways.
He is retired until 2 weeks from now.
Until proven guilty.
So for now, we're good.
Oh, there's just so many people I don't like on these shows. So 9.
Number 9.
I'm trying to think of NXT at the same time. Okay, I'm going to put Kenny here.
Okay. All right. I accept.
I just like watching him wrestle.
I don't hate watching him wrestle, but I'm missing whatever it is supposed to.
Don't tell Dave.
Feel liking.
Because Dave is a lot worse than me.
Like, who the hell did Okada face?
Naito,
right.
Who lost? Very stupid.
Yeah, I like Naito.
Oh, Jerry.
Hypothetically, Naito should be 10.
But
it's going to be Kane.
It's got to be Kane.
Because when Kane's music plays,
You got excited?
There should be good things happening, even if right now when Kane's music plays, all I think is the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee is coming, and he's dressed up really weird, and I don't know why he's here. But
Kane has been around.
Kane drags people straight to hell, and you make the top 10 when you drag people straight to hell. And he's also in there as an honorary family member of The Undertaker, since I disqualified him from this list moments ago.
See, the way you made this list so difficult was
by making it a real top 10 for real wrestling fans.
Well, you did non-WWE.
Exactly.
Too. I was just ready for the WWE, make it simple. But no, you conflicted it.
WWE makes Roman Reigns have to be number 10 or something. I can't do that.
That's not how it worked. Not at all.
That would have happened.
NXT counts.
I didn't even put Brock Lesnar on this list. And that was a tough call. His match with Cena is top 10 all time. He killed John Cena, and he killed himself.
His head.
So
he gets up and laughs.
Yes, that's great. Number 10, come on.
Oh, Alice. Who is? Nope, not CN. I was like, who's in that main event? No, not him.
Not CN.
Not CN.
You want a tag team. Who was it?
It was the Bucks.
So put them 10.
Yeah. Bucks.
Because you almost put them like 5, so they gotta go 10.
And then I remembered everyone else.
But they still make top 10 at that point.
Young Bucks should be on my top 10.
All right, well, that's our top 10.
I'm the only one with a
tag team.
Yeah, you didn't get a tag team.
I don't like any.
Yeah, you like all old tag teams.
I would qualify the club if they weren't booked like assholes.
Did I say Christian and Edge?
No. Okay. Definitely retired.
Do you think that would count since they were both really good singles? If I said them as a tag team, they might combine to be like top 5.
Because Edge...
I like Edge so much.
Edge gets his own singles rating, though.
Oh.
He has to.
But I like Edge and Christian.
So in your top 10, you've got Edge and Christian and Edge? That's crazy.
No,
crazy.
I wouldn't have both.
You'd have to have
Christian
both.
would just fall out.
Wow. How does he feel about that? Christian, paging Christian... Come
Christian
tell us
knows
what you
he's
think.
the man.
Christian, where would you rank yourself in your top 10 all time?
Easily say 1.
Okay. Well, anyway, if you liked our top 10, you should...
Give us your top 10.
Give us your top 10. And check out our Smackdown top 10, which we were going to do and make it quick as possible.
Which is very difficult.
I already did mine, so it shouldn't be that painful for me. He did not. I was going to text him,
Champions
but then I didn't. Yeah, because I didn't know if they don't.
All right.
So they had to.
Easier.
So... Anyways, there are links in the description that you should be checking out. You should also be subscribing, following, liking, whatever the hell you're watching this on that you're allowed to do, bookmarking if you're on the website. Anyways, that's us for this podcast. We'll be back sometime soon.